Americans. No, yesterday I spoke about the reasons why Africans don't speak too much. We use few words, but here in America people speak a lot, so many words, and they speak very, very fast. In America here, people like to talk about themselves, their families. The American will easily share with you information about themselves, their families, their achievement, whatever they have done. But they may not invite you home yet. Even on the first day, an American can easily tell you a lot of information about themselves and their families, what they have done. They feel so proud to share this information with you. In Africa, they will say maybe you are bragging too much, or maybe you are talking too much, maybe you are so proud. Yes, Americans are very proud to share a lot of information with you. An African, on the other hand, can invite you to their house on the first day, give you some food or even water. You can become very good friends, but they may not share anything with you yet. They may know your name and maybe some very few or little information about yourself, and that's it. But in America here, that is not the case. An American may not invite you to their house on the first day, but they are more than welcome to share a lot of information about them to you. You have to be an attentive listener. That's why yesterday I was saying it is very important to understand people from all walks of life, people from different cultural backgrounds. Learn how to understand people. Now, it is very important here to remember whatever they tell you, especially the key part of it. Me, for instance, if I'm dealing with, especially when I came to the United States for the first time, whenever I'm talking to someone, I try to remember their name, their significant others, if they do have some, their children, their jobs, whatever they do. Because if I meet them today and tomorrow I am not able to remember their name, it's a big no in America here. People take it very, very offensive in the United States here. You are used to different names in different cultural settings. Then you came to the United States, all of a sudden there are different names, new names. Sometimes it may be very challenging for you to remember all of them. So that's why I was telling you guys that I have this book. I have a lot of them. I have so many of these books that has names, contact numbers. I may lose my cell phone, but I have names and contact numbers of people that I have come across in the United States here. Wherever I see them, I have their contacts, the state. Some may even share with you where they live. They might not exactly share with you their address because maybe they don't trust you or maybe it's too early. But trust me, the American can share with you a lot of information about themselves. So this is something that I know about Americans. They don't want you to forget their names. If you forget their names, it's a big deal. They might not tell you, but I know that is not good. So I record names. And some vital information about themselves. And once in a while, whenever I am talking to them, I ask questions concerning the subject or the topic that they are talking about, to give them a lot of room to explain more. The Americans feel better when they express themselves. That's why yesterday I was saying, if you are in the United States here and you are kind of quiet and you don't want to talk too much, people may see it as maybe you don't have the confidence because you are not able to express yourself. That might not be the case, but that is the generalized, that is how it is translated as you don't have confidence, maybe you are ignorant, other people are talking and you're not saying anything, maybe you are ignorant or you don't have the confidence to express yourself in the first place. So understanding them is very, very important. That's why America is very popular. People in Africa even knows so much about America. There are some people that have not even stepped foot in the United States, but they know so much about America because Americans are always sharing this information with us. Americans are sharing information with whoever, whether it be on the internet or whenever they see you in person, they want to talk and share information with you. You might not be the type that want to talk too much, but give them a listening ear and ask questions to show your interest. Let them express themselves. Whenever they pour it all out, for me, when I'm dealing with my fellow Americans, whenever they pour it all out, especially what they have been able to achieve, they feel so proud of themselves and they feel so, they feel better. It seems like they pour something out. They have actually shown you what they are capable of doing. That is the American spirit. My friends have always been motivating me. Hey, you need to show people, you are capable of doing this. An African may be able to do something, can do something, but they will never talk about it. They will keep it to themselves. Only few people knows what they are capable of doing. But an American, it's easy for them to just share it out. That is why people in America here, most of them don't even know about what is going on in Africa. Because Africans are not telling them what is going on. The real Africans in Africa are not actually telling them what is going on. And then an African, whenever even somebody is saying something that is not right about Africa, they don't want to talk too much, they don't want to say anything. But an American, they really care. If you say something about America and that is not right, the American will correct you right away on the spot. They will give you more explanations. So pay attention to that. But then on a more serious note, record the names and phone numbers of people that you come across. You never know. That's how you build your contacts. Like I was telling you guys, if I am in Cincinnati and I'm trying to pick a cross country up to Kentucky, I have a lot of friends over there. I just opened my book. I have a couple of these books. I opened the book, I call them, hey bro, I'll be there this time, this day, what's going on? Maybe they have a project going on. Then it is time for me to ask them that, hey bro, do you guys need something? What do you need for the project? Maybe I can bring you guys something. You need tools, whatever do you need, let me know. However way I can help you with the project. That is the American, they easily share. They easily share, not only about sharing information, they are easily able to share gifts with you as well. But they might not be able to invite you home yet, unless they really trust you. That they, oh yeah, you can come for party, you can come for, drink out. Because of the shooting incidences in the United States and all of that, security is very tight here. It is very difficult to go to somebody's house as compared to Africa, that you can just walk anyhow to somebody's house without them even inviting you, and you can easily be friends, but they cannot share information with you yet, because in the first place they don't want you to see that maybe they are bragging too much, or that's the African mentality, that the moment you are talking too much about yourself, it means you are just bragging, But an American here is a way of motivating people. If I can do this, that's why sometimes I share videos on YouTube and Facebook, just to motivate you guys. My friends have been pushing me to do that. Some introduced me to, getting cameras and stuff, setting it up on my airplane so that I can show some footage of what is going on. Yeah, that is the American life. And also, especially when you were new to the United States, this is how you build your contacts all over the world. Volunteer some of your precious time to help other people. I know you go to work, you have a busy schedule, but some of your leisure time can also be volunteered. Not even if it's not going into community service, you can volunteer some of your time just to help the people in your neighborhood. Somebody, me, I'm driving somewhere and somebody need help working on their car. Like I was telling you, there was a brother working on his car. I realized he needed help. I just asked him. I realized he was struggling a little bit. He needed some special tool to be able to make the job easy, and I have it in my car. I helped him out right away. It was just 10 minutes of my time, maybe less, and I'm done. So you never know what is going to happen tomorrow. A little bit of your time that you sacrifice to help other people really counts. You see what I'm saying? That is one thing in America here. And then one of the problems with Africans coming to the United States as well is Africans are usually known for saying yes, even though they mean to say no. Sometimes an African wanted to say no, but they will say yes. Let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. Me, my yes is my yes and my no is my no. And then if Americans know the fact that they speak very, very fast, you use so many words. Especially if you are new to the United States, you are not used to speaking English every day, it's gonna be very difficult sometimes for you to, grab some of the words that they are saying, especially if they are using slangs. So if they say something and you don't understand, especially if you are at work and especially it involves safety, if they say something that you don't understand, don't say yes. After everything, they'll be like, do you understand? Don't say yes because you are shy or because you don't want them to see that you are dumb, or it is better for you to say no for them to see you as dumb, and then they will show you or they will repeat it again until you get the concept, rather than to say yes and make mistakes, and then that's not going to look good on you. So let your yes, whenever you are saying yes, make sure you mean it, and whenever you are saying no, make sure you actually mean it. That is me. I will tell you to repeat yourself if I didn't get it. I will tell you if it was too fast, I will tell you to slow down and speak louder. That is how I'm gonna be able to get it. A clear communication is very, very crucial, especially when safety is involved. Alright, so this is all you have to know about Americans if you are coming in from especially Africa.